Hi everyone, I'm Amena and welcome back explorers to my vlog. Also, if you happen to be new here or are a repeat visitor, be welcome and good morning. Now, there are a couple of things I want to talk about. The first one is February celebrations. Now, I can't really say that first thing I want to tackle is a celebration, but I'm going to treat it as a celebration because February is Black History Month. So, all of February, you can study up on Black history and find out certain things that some people want to keep under the rug because, oh, these people can't have created this. It has to be this person. No, I want to find out who really created certain things. And yes, I believe that they had a major contribution to music at large. Not just rhythm and blues or rap, there's more to it. So, do yourselves a favor and start digging into the history of music and other things where uh, there may be other originators of certain things. The second celebration I want to talk about is the Lunar New Year, which starts on February 1st and goes to February 9th, I think. Now, don't quote me on it because I don't know for sure, but I do know that a number of games and, and other things to celebrate it. And that's really good. Because if they didn't, those of us who have no knowledge of the Lunar New Year would never have known about it. And yeah, I'm talking about things like Minecraft and I think Fortnite did something with that. I don't quote me on that. And yes, you also get to look into the Asian culture's mythology, or, well, I think it's mythology. Well, I don't know for sure. I just love the aesthetic that they give for that particular celebration. Now, the last celebration I want to talk about is Valentine's Day. And the reason I want to talk about it is because it starts tomorrow and also ends tomorrow. But all of February, you can be you can find romance movies here and there on Netflix, and well, I'm pretty sure there are romance movies that you can find on YouTube. And if you don't have that, maybe you know about 2BTV. They might have something. Well, they might have a lot of things. But just like the Lunar New Year, there are games that celebrate Valentine's Day too. Now, I haven't done anything with Shotgun Farmers recently, but I am going to check to see if they do have a February uh, a February harvest or Valentine's harvest or whatever. But I do know that Minecraft probably celebrates it. Uh, Farm Together does. Now, I also know that Fortnite does celebrate it too, in its own special way. And yeah, what would be really nice is if for certain holidays they give out free outfits or something free. Doesn't matter to me. Uh, like a free outfit, a free glider, uh, a free loading screen, a free album. Okay, so I'm done talking about the celebrations. Just be aware that uh, there are a lot of celebrations out there and a lot of games, movies that actually celebrate it. Oh, speaking of movies, if you can find Monster High's Why Do Ghouls Fall in Love, that was their first Monster High movie, and it was a Valentine's one. But now that that's out of the way, I want to talk about two animes I recently watched on Netflix. The first one that I want to talk about is Record of Grandrest War. If you've watched Record of Lotus War, it's similar to that, but there are no elves. However, there are humans. There are. It's in an age of chaos. Uh, it's one of those interesting things. Now, I won't spoil it, but if you're looking for bits of fantasy, you can find demons in this. You can find mages. You can find black witches and white witches. You can also find one giant cyclops. You can also find werewolves and vampires, or more specifically, a werewolf queen and a vampire king. Now, I enjoyed this particular anime because it started out with somebody who was basically a nobody, and he worked his way up the ranks to eventually become the head honcho, I think. Well, either way, I don't want to spoil it. You'll just have to watch. If you have Netflix, or if you can find Record of Grandcrest War anywhere, go for it. Oh, if you do find it on a different site, be sure to use an ad blocker because some sites, even the legal ones, oftentimes get infected with viruses. Um, does Netflix ever get infected with viruses? I don't know. The last anime I want to talk about is Grand Blue Fantasy, the animation. Now, Netflix has the first season. At one point, I found like kind of review on it, but it's one of those things where they were saying a second season was going to come. I don't know if that ever happened. But before I found that review, guess what I was finding? Grand Blue Fantasy Link. Or Relink. And Grand Blue Fantasy, the fighting game that never had a chance. Yeah, there's a lot of that. So, Grand Blue Fantasy, the animation, is quite literally based on a video game. Heck, at the beginning of every episode, it says, Cry Games. So that should have been a huge hit. It's an anime based on a video game. Now, I don't know if anybody has that game. I don't know if it was free. I don't know if it was charged. I don't know anything about it. So, if I can find it, I will definitely want to try and play it because I liked the JRPG mechanic that they incorporated into the anime, where you start out solo and you have to gather your allies and troops. And, well, when you come right down to it, it's an interesting thing. And yes, there are summons that are shown within the anime. And for most part, you are watching Gran, and I forgot the character's name, but she does have blue hair. So, Gran Blue. Now, throughout the first 12 episodes, you see the characters come together, and then on the 13th episode, it says, Extra One, Another Sky. The main character is swapped out from what I'm assuming is the choice you could have made. And it's more comedy. Whereas the first episodes were more serious. But I don't want to spoil it. If you can find Grand Blue Fantasy the animation, season 1, anywhere, go watch it. If you can, watch it. I really enjoyed it. And I intend to be able to share it with the people that I love, or, well, and the people who are my friends. Either way, I think I've talked to ears off long enough, so I'm going to end this episode here and leave you all with this. If you have been enjoying my content, please feel free to leave a like and or subscribe. You can also leave a comment down below in the comment section. Please do. Be sure to hit that notification bell because YouTube doesn't always like to share. Be safe, be healthy, happy Valentine's Day early, and as always, be true to you. Amena, signing off.